Hi, I'm Nesia. Thank you for talking to MidlandsMusicScene.com today.
Yeah, cool.
We're down in the studio. Have you come down to do a particular track today?
Not a particular track, we're just mixing down a few tracks, you get me?
Okay.
Finishing off my Budapest EP. That's going to drop in December alongside my Hungarian 2 mixtape as well, you get me?
Okay. Sounds exciting.
Yeah.
So can you tell people who are new to you exactly where you've come from and how you've got to this stage?
Well, basically, I used to MC to like garage, and then it started to change into grime. He was one of the pioneers. Used to just MC on like pirate stations and local clubs and stuff like that, just doing the underground circuit. Then after that, I started to like do grime as well as hip hop as well, and then had a few videos out. Got to #1 on channel AKA.
What was that called?
Welcome to My Zones.
And how long ago was that?
2007, I think. And then since then I've just been doing like mixtapes and albums and stuff like that, so yeah.
Okay. So what have you found to be the best ways for you to have got noticed?
The best way is, I think, pirate stations really. Radio's a big tool. Like a couple of weeks ago I was on 1Extra, obviously that's got a lot of listeners all over the country, but in a lot of areas there's a lot of pirate stations and a lot of local stations, so they're, I think, the best way to get people to hear you and know who you are. And then after that it's obviously a lot of internet based channels, a lot of YouTube videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think that's the next best way after that. Yeah. And then just networking on it.
Yeah. What about live events?
Yeah, live events is good, but it's just a thing where like I do bookings, innit? So I'll get booked for certain performances, but some months I'll have way more than others, so some months I won't have many and then some months I'll have loads, so it's just wherever and whenever, you know what I mean?
What's been the best one so far in the last 12 months?
In the last 12 months, I don't even know. I did a lot of carnivals already this year. I can't really sing without one that's the best, to be honest, because I just like performing anytime I'm performing it. So yeah, I get quite a bit of bookings up north, like Barnsley and Bradford and Sheffield, Leeds, that kind of way. So yeah, I don't
Is that
mind.
because they're into you or into hip hop?
I don't know. I think it's cause I had a few big bassline tunes on it. So then when I was like going to perform a few of them, I would go with CDs and like contact information. So then obviously they like ask me for more tunes, and then they just know me as an artist now. So they like look at my videos and stuff. So I think that's why.
What about in the Midlands? Do you feel you get enough good feedback in the Midlands?
I think it's a thing where everyone that hears me likes my thing, innit? But everyone can't hear me all the time, innit? Do you know what I mean? So it's just that thing, innit? Like, when you're with a major, they pay people to holler at radio stations to put your tunes on a playlist. As an independent artist, you got to do a lot of that yourself, do you know what I mean? So, and if you're not paying a radio DJ on a legal station to pay your thing, he's probably not going to play it, to be honest. So, you know, it's not hating or anything to anyone that's signed with a major, that's all good for them, but just for where I'm at my career and that, I prefer being in more control, do you know what I mean?
Okay. So which pirate radio stations have been good for you? And which ones would you tell other rappers out there to get into?
In the Midlands, I'd say definitely Hot 92 and StingThem.com. New Star's a legal station as well. They've like kind of supported me as well. So yeah, I'd say mainly Hot 92 and Sting.
Okay. And you went down to Deja Vu recently with Slicked On.
Yeah, yeah. I've known Big Mikey a long time. We did loads of sets before in the past, so it was just like a little reunion, you know, get a chance to see him and that, because everyone's so busy nowadays, you don't see each other like on a friendly basis anymore, just in a professional environment, so it was good to just jam with him and chill with him for a little bit, and then, yeah, just smashed up the radios in it.
So, can you sort of give me your view on a bit of sort of negativity that's out there with rappers getting on to grime. People say rappers should stick with rap and MCs should stick with grime. What do you think about that?
I think music's music, innit? And I think that I can't be boxing. That's like someone saying to me, why do you eat KFC and then eat Nando's? You should be just fit, but it's both chicken, innit? So I can feel what I want, innit? Like, if I feel like hot and spicy one day, I'll go Nando's. If I feel like, you know, a bucket, I'll go KFC. So that's just how I see it, innit? Like, it's not really rocket science, innit? Like, some people can't do a lot of things good. I think that's where the problem is. If your quality is not good, then it don't make sense, innit? But if you're willing to, then that's good that people are embracing like different art forms, innit? You get what I mean? That's like saying you should only run the 100 when he's blatantly better at the 200, but the 100's more professional and more money in it, so he's gonna always do that as well. You know what I mean?
So, in your opinion, what makes an artist good enough to be able to do rap and grime?
First of all, they gotta have the confidence to do both, innit? A lot of rappers ain't confident spitting fast, and a lot of grime MCs ain't confident spitting slow. When you're spitting slow, you gotta more be descriptive. You gotta use a lot more adjectives, a lot more vocab. When you're spitting faster, it's more about the melody and the flow. Do you get what I mean? So it's just different. It's different expertise in different fields, innit? So if you can be an all-rounder, then that's even better. You know what I mean? But I think first of all, you have to have the confidence to even attempt it. You know what I mean? And then after that, then you see what results you get in it. Some people will like it, some people won't, innit? If you got majority liking it, then that means you're doing something good.
Yeah. Have you been involved in the spit roast battles?
I haven't, you know. Nah, I've been as a spectator, you know what I mean? But just been in the crowd. So I used to do battle rapping when I was like younger, just like messing about, and then like when I started MCing to grime and that, used to clash MC. But battle rapping's a different art form again as well, you get what I mean? So I don't know, you have to have thick skin to do that and like have a good temperament, you get what I mean? And I think you have to be able to take other people saying things in front of your face, and some people can't handle that, you get what I mean? And yeah, it's hard to just separate lyrics from, you know, physical. So yeah. But I perform at a spit roast. I'm supposed to be performing at one soon, so yeah, I'll perform at one, but I won't be participating in the battles.
Okay. So going into your lyrics that you just touched on there,
yeah.
What sort of inspires you with your lyrics?
It depends. Like, I get the beat, and then the beat, it depends, because if the beat's just a bit plain, then I'll just like probably just do something a bit standard, and more depending on how intricate the beat is, depends. I might tailor my lyrics to go with a certain melody or whatever. So a lot of the time it starts with the beat, to be honest, because then I go with it, and it's like a canvas for me, and then I can paint my picture.
Okay. And who's got the best beats for you at the moment?
Obviously I'm in Urban Monk Studios, so we gotta say Urban Monk. But nah, he's a good producer still. I think there's just so many in Birmingham that's good. Like, I like how like Swifter and like Thomas Mellor, their names are getting really big real quick. Like, obviously Predator from last year or the year before, his name's got really big. SX, there's a load of them, so you know, there's just too many, innit? There's Papes, he's doing some good stuff at the moment. Like, the thing as well is, I like when producers can do something a bit out of the box, and a bit like, you know, unorthodox. And it makes it stand out then, doesn't it? Yeah. Or if they've got their own style that like they're really driving home, you get what I mean? So tell us a little bit about what you want to promote at the moment. Wow, I got a hip hop EP coming out called the Budapest EP. Obviously Budapest being the capital of Hungary, and I am very hungry, so yeah, we gotta make this happen. And then I got Hungarian part 2 as well, because I released the part 1 at the start of the year. So I've actually finished the second one already, but I was like trying to wait to see like if I wanted to change any tracks or anything like that. So, and then I'm gonna start promoting it, ready for December to release. Okay. Have they got a different feel? Kind of, because the EP is more professional, if you get what I mean. It's a bit more songs, do you know what I mean? Whereas a mixtape's like some of the tracks are other people's beats that I've just rolled on, like American beats or UK beats that I've just did my thing on. So it's not as professional, if you get what I mean, because it's more just for free giveaways. Whereas the EP, I'm actually demanding money, so it sounds a lot more quality. You know what I mean?
Okay. Can we have a little taste of some lyrics that you're really feeling from one of those?
Yeah, you can still.
Yo, I'm in the bits. Yo, I'm in the bits. Yo, I'm in the bits. Put it in the shit. Yo, I'm in the zones. Yo, I'm in the zones. Pocket full of dough that I just scooped up off the road. You know we moving. Yeah, we moving. You know we moving. Yeah, we moving. Always moving. Yeah. I'm always on that mad grind, running the game, they don't get no match time. His phone's dead, flatline, fiends circle around me like an at sign. I got that big waiting, black time, money on my mind, bankers attitude, I do business shrewd, always smooth, I got organic product, purest food, and you know how I move, so you don't need to ask me, I'm effing up the kitchen, Gordon Ramsay. Voila, you didn't understand me. The white girl loves me like I'm Dappy or I'm Plan B. And I know that man pre, yo, I got them angry. Cause I make money like I'm taking the damn pee. I get the cash read, feeding my family. Only real G's get at me. Yo, I'm in the bits. Yo, I'm in the bits. Yo, I'm in the bits. Put it in the shit. Yo, I'm in the zones. Yo, I'm in the zone. Pocket full of dough that I just scooped up off the road. You know we moving. Yo, I'm in the zones. Pocket full of dough, and you know how it goes. No, it ain't the speed bumps, it ain't the potholes. I am Nesia, fucking up the roads, you know we're moving. Cruising but grafting it out. Volumes down but I'm blasting it out. Stacking amounts, they don't want me about, cause they know when I'm gone it's a man and a drought, and I'm hurting it out. They feeling their pinch. Most of my bits dream I seen 36, I seen it at 21. Didn't need anyone, just my recollect, like it's
That was in the bits, yeah, taken from Hungarian 2, yeah.
Inside.
So that one's also going to be featured on the Budapest EP. Alright, I'm going to give them a quick little freestyle, you get me? Just a quick little one, you get me? Alright, then let's do this. Yo, yeah, they should know already, yo. Was it 140, yeah?
Yeah, something like that.
Alright then, cool. Yo, I'm just making dough, yo. I'm just making dough, yo. Haters look at me, yo. I'm just making dough, yo. Haters look at me, yo. I'm just making dough, yo. I am Nesia, they know the name. Never met Dre, but I know the game. I control the main in the cold and rain. Sow the grain, reload the game with the soldier aim. We don't throw the same. For fuck's sake, I put snow on the lane. For fuck's sake, you can throw on the flame. Them was a fate like that Novocaine or the Pro Plus that I'm cutting it with. Need me on road and I'm fucking it big. Hustling jeeps, living when jeeps are clocking all day like something that ticks. To tell them to button the lips or I'm functioning sticks. Up in their whips, up in their beats. My brand is the shit and the end is a mix of the new cosmetics. Look, I'm just making dough, yo. I'm just making dough, yo. Haters look at me, yo. I'm just making dough, yo. Haters look at me, yo. I'm just making dough, yo. I like that girl's loose. How many mans have fucked and used? How many gangs have pumped and juiced? Tell that girl her boom boom's huge. That girl's loose. How many mans have fucked and used? How many gangs have pumped and juiced? Tell that girl her. Now the hyping ting, that can never be the wife ting. She might win the one night fling. Dirty ting needs tightening, resizing, needs dividing. Fist to your elbow can slide right in. She give me mean face, slide grin. I'm big in the place and I don't wanna try to go on the chat shit. The cool shit chat like elastic, blast it, you be a plastics. It's madness, we know the fact that she can't run from it, hangs over the crotch bit. She smacks it, so fam it's give me giraffe shit and that's it. Tell that bitch, to tell that chick, to tell that girl, boom boom, school.
That girl at a good. How many man's a batch like a hook? How many man at the good got in a shovel? Could it all that girl there? Boom, boom, wrecked. That girl's a stick. How many man's a batch than 6? How many gangs on her? I them for the clean girls, yeah? Alright. Who's the sexiest girl in the place? Let me see you wind up your waist. Who's the sexiest girl in the place? Let me see you skank to the bed. Who's the sexiest girl in the who's the sexiest girl in the place? Wind up your waist and then skank to the base. Hype and ting, he thinks he's the violence king. Got no time for the rhyming ting. On business on my grinding ting. My line rings for the white and ting. When I got a light skin saying crime writing. Mean face, like green, don't know the rest of the lyrics and ting. Midlandmusicscene.com, nothing long. I Am Nesia, nothing wrong. Tell a hater, suck your mum.com, suck your mum.com. Actually go. Yo, cause he said the next time he sees me, but I say do it right now.
So those were amazing performances for us. Thank you very much indeed.
No problem.
So what did you want to say anything more about them?
Well, I was just spitting one of my tracks, and then afterwards I was just freestyling a few bars and just throwing in a few here and there in it. So I don't know, if you come see me perform, then you'll see more of that sort of stuff in it. You know what I mean?
Have you got something coming up soon?
The next performance is an event called Ones and Twos. That's in Birmingham City Centre. I'm going to be doing an oval of it in the next month or two as well. That's where they're a live band. I'm performing at Spit Roast Battle in the next couple of months as well. That's about it in Birmingham for the moment.
Okay. Yeah. Good. Just to look at, the UK hip hop scene, how do you feel it is at the moment compared to the American?
Obviously, they got way more finance involved, so already it's at a disadvantage because it's not multi-million-pound industry yet. But I think the talent's there. It's just that the industry needs to match the artist's potential. If you get what I mean. I think the industry's a bit unprofessional in some ways, and I think the British people as well. I think they need to embrace it more as well. To get what I mean, because I think a lot of people are putting out some good stuff and that I think is better than the American stuff. But obviously, because the Americans got a Bentley in the video with a big chain, people are more listening to that and looking at that, and really that's just like props in it. It's just visuals in it. So I could just rent a yacht tomorrow, do you know what I mean? But I'm not gonna do that in it just to get listened to, do you know what I mean?
So what you're saying really is then that the UK scene is more representing where you're from and what you're about.
Definitely.
And it really needs to connect with the people that are out there.
Because the American hip hop scene, it was more underground at first. Obviously when it started it was an underground thing, and every year it started to get more commercial, and now it's kind of lost connection with the people in the underground inner cities, do you know what I mean? Because they're looking on the TV of the big people on planes and jets and yachts and stuff with beer champagne, and it's not really about just that kind of lifestyle, do you know what I mean? It's about social commentary about poor people struggling, getting from that up to that level, do you know what I mean? So and it's a lot of American rappers, it's like the footballers in this country, they're getting paid so much that they're out of touch with what's really going on the streets, and even if there was once from there, they've now left that into some big mansion now, innit? So it's a bit different for them to try and talk about something they don't know anymore. Yeah. Whereas the UK artists, we are still your local artists. You're still seeing us in local places, on corner in the food shop, you get what I mean? We're not too big to be approached and speak to. So if anything, you're getting more love back from the UK artist than you would be getting from an American artist anyway. Yeah. So I think you should support the UK hip hop scene, support the UK grime scene. So I think.
So to get it heard, it needs to get the support from the movers and shakers, like you said earlier.
Yeah, but I think obviously, industry in this country as well, they've got a lot on their agenda, and no disrespect to Calvin Harris and David Guetta, but they're doing their thing, innit? And that's all good for them, but that's not my kind of music, what I prefer to do. So it's good if someone can get very far doing the music that they want to do, rather than just having to do that Calvin Harris thing once they get to a certain level, do you know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah.
Okay. So, message to the fans?
Message to the fans is keep supporting, you get me? we love yous back as well, you get me? Keep up to date and that. And obviously, you know, just being interactive, innit, you get me? Because, you know, it's don't think you can't stop us on the street and that just because we're artists and talk to us, and you get me? We're just normal people saying that, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
That's a positive thing to say.
I don't really deal with negativity. Negativity goes past me,
Yeah.
you get what I mean? If it's not positive, I'm not interested.
So Amnesia's accessible.
Yeah, man.
On Twitter, on Facebook.
Yeah. I_Am Nesia, you get me? I Am Nesia at hotmail.com. Put that in anything and it'll come up with my details, you get me?
Okay. And the rappers out there that, you know, and MCs that want to be brought through, what would you say to them?
First of all, you have to believe in yourself. First of all, you have to put in a lot of hours of work that goes on behind the scenes. See, if you're not prepared for that, then don't bother getting involved. Be prepared to take a few knockbacks and a bit of, you know, backbiting and sideways movements, but it'll be worth it in the end because obviously it's something that you love to do, so keep trying at it,
Okay. Well, that's a very positive way to end.
Yeah.
So thank you very much today.
Cool, no problem. See you soon. Thanks to Cathy, whole of the Midlands Music Scene.com and whole of the Midlands Music Scene full stop.